Now, the World Tournament Dokkan Awakening for a unit that we've all been anticipating for a while is finally here. What's going on, guys? My name is Vilify, and today we're going to be taking a look at STR Goku Black, the World Tournament unit, and his new Dokkan Awakening. The links are nowhere near where I want them to be just yet. Big Bad Boss is at level 5, but I figured because I do have him Rainbow, let's go ahead and do a 100% showcase. Not really a showcase, but just kind of see how he looks in a longer event. We're going to go ahead and throw him into the GT Goku event. Go ahead and take a look at him. We're over here on the Future Saga team. Just have like a little bit of a wonky setup going, but I could not find a Space Traveling Warrior / Time Travelers team with Bojack. Refresh for a bit, but let's go ahead hop into this event with the Future Saga team, and we'll see how he looks. Okay, so he is here on turn 1. Obviously, this is nowhere near the optimal rotation that we want for him. We have 2 links active, that being Dismal Future and Prepared for Battle. Obviously, on the next turn around, if we do hit the HP threshold, which we probably won't, we would have Big Bad Bosses. We'll have other things, like let me go ahead and pull up his link set with other Goku Blacks. We'll have units like Fear and Faith, Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses, and stuff like that. He does have Shattering the Limit, so he does get shafted a little bit compared to some of his linking partners like Int Rose or AGL Rose, or a lot of the Goku Blacks. They are saved for the more summonable side of things, so they are going to be seeing more links like Fierce Battle and stuff like that. So yeah, no shocking speed for this guy or anything like that, but it is a free-to-play World Tournament unit. I should have checked defense, but this is not going to be his best rotation, but he is going to go ahead and get a little build-up. Yeah, that was no good. But 1.5 million on a really bad setup. He does lower attack and defense, and then he does get a defensive buff on that hit. So he got his defense lowered by the super and then raised by the next hit. So we'll go ahead and be right back here in a minute when we see when he's paired up with another Goku Black. Okay, so real quick, I just want to mention when we are kind of setting this everything up here with this little team, what we're going to be getting as the event goes on is he gets 100% defense with up to 100% defense with attacks received, and he just took his first hit, so he's going to have 4 hits left, and then he will have the his maxed out defense with his passive. And one thing he also note is that he's going to be giving Future Saga allies and Time Traveler allies support. So his Future Saga, he gives Ki +1, attack and plus 20, and defense plus 10%, and then Time Travelers get the same thing. So he is a double support, and then he also gets another attack plus 50% when he is facing a superclass enemy. So he's going to overall look solid, especially this is essentially a free-to-play unit. He's summonable with World Tournament tickets, but he is not behind the gacha of the stones. So you cannot pay money to get this unit. So he essentially is free-to-play, right? So you're not going to be seeing the most off-the-wall attack and defensive numbers from him. He's not going to have the craziest leader skill or anything like that, but it is a cool free-to-play unit, and he has art worthy of a Dokkan Fest in my opinion, so that is always a plus. So I guess because we're here, we'll go ahead and play this turn out again without a Goku Black running around, but right here, so he gets it's the same thing, right? But now I think we've also added Nightmare with the tech androids, so I want to make sure that he does get hit, so we'll go ahead and throw him there. We'll give him these 3 tech orbs. We'll give the android. The androids aren't going to see the turn anyway, and then we'll just kind of go ahead and give all these to our boys, Gohan and Trunks, so we can heal up a little bit. Yep, and go ahead and give me some more defense. That is with type advantage. That's not great. I keep forgetting to check defense. You can tell I'm not a showcaser, right? Okay, so real quick, I'll go ahead and do this Future Gohan turn, and then we will be right back next turn when he is linked up with another Goku Black unit. Okay, so now we are finally linked up with our boy AGL Rose, and now we are going to be able to get a little bit more of the scope of his defense now. So now we have everything active except for, I think that's Shattering the Limit, and then this other link, this, problem with not being able to read Japanese. This is, what is that? Yeah, what is that Cold Judgment? I think that's Cold Judgment. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, so he has everything but Cold Judgment and Shattering the Limit right here. So everything is active now, and well, not everything. 5 out of 7 links are active without Big Bad Bosses. Oh, he does have Big Bad Bosses active here. So you guys are going to go ahead and see that link. 145k defense is not phenomenal at this stage of the game. He's going to be type disadvantage here, but let's thinking about how I want to do this. He's type disadvantage, so let me throw him in slot 1, and we'll give him this. The Ki, you can see that is one thing that I could show right away, is he is not struggling for Ki. He's 1 orb away just from being cracked out. So 2.38 million right there. That is pretty good. That is with Big Bad Bosses active. I don't think he lost it with the regen. I'd have to see. Problem is we got all the healing towards the end, so he might have lost big bad bosses, but there will definitely be an implication where we don't see that. And this is gonna hurt. This is gonna do like 200k. Yeah, 250. Ow. All right. 5.3 million from the androids. I don't know if they get the guaranteed additional when the HP. I know it's like you know, it's once we're below a certain amount of HP, so we'll know. No, we won't. I guess we'll never know. All right. Again, let's go ahead and hop right back in when we are back on the Goku Black turn, because I don't want to just sit here and throw you with all these different turns. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, so intentionally died real quick to get the revival of Future Gohan. We're going to have him again on this turn. We're going to see now that he has type disadvantage or type advantage, we'll be able to kind of throw him a little bit more in front of us. Some super attacks, stuff like that. Really see how his defense is going to look, because we weren't able to let him get hit last turn just because of the unfortunate type disadvantage that we were at. But again, 145k defense is not great. In like a setting like the GT Goku event, I think it'll be fine. But, you know, when you get out of here and you start going to the big boy events like the Red Zone and ESBR, that's just not going to get it done. But, you know, there is still... So now we have all of his defensive buffs. And again, 2.38 million, I'd say, for a unit that you probably want to run as a floater anyway and give him support, or let him support. I do think that's good. Especially when the Future Saga is going to be getting this massive buff now, because we know it's confirmed for Tanabata and stuff like that. So we will... be seeing a dramatic increase in just the relevance of these Future Saga units, and hopefully with that comes a bit of a revamp for Goku Black stuff, because I mean, you guys know Goku Black has been my overlay for as long as I've been doing these videos, right? Like, I'm a huge fan for Goku Black, so it's really exciting, and hopefully it isn't I think it'd be really cool if it wasn't just a Vegito and Fusamasu for the Tanabata celebration. But if you know, forced me to give you like a off-the-wall prediction, it would be like, who do you think that Tanabata is going to be and stuff like that? I would definitely say it's going to be Fusamasu and Vegito. Part 2 will probably be Fusamasu. Part 1 will probably be a Goku and Vegeta that fuse, because they, you know, that's where the money's at. That's almost a guaranteed top grossing. Who doesn't love Blue Vegito and stuff like that? We don't talk about the ending of that arc, and everything before that was just some of the best stuff that Super had to offer. So stuff like that's really cool. Let's go ahead and probably get one more turn here with our boy Goku Black, see how he looks. Maybe I'll throw him in between both the Rosés, see how he looks. I don't recall if I don't think there's any links that are going to be activated, because Rosé doesn't have Shattering the Limit, so it's let's just throw him in the middle, right? So yeah, so nothing has changed, and he's at 161k. That is with big bad bosses, so it is active, guys. It's I know it's not link level 10, but it is active. Yeah, so what do I lose? So I lose a couple links. So let's go ahead and throw him in there like this. This, I think, is the safest way to go about it. Just to try and put him in the middle, right? Let him get everything. I don't think AGL Rosé will finish the job here. So, but we got the Dokkan attack. All right, I'm just going to skip it. I'm not going to touch it because, you know, this is our last turn. I'm not really too concerned with anything else. I'm not too blown away by this, but he can be better for sure. I'm kind of more of just a fan of the art of this unit more than anything else. I just think it is so cool the way it looks. Okay, he did get the job done. All right, so I'll be back and we'll do one more turn. Okay, so unfortunately we got put into a situation where we had double physical Future Gohan on rotation, so I had to use a Whis. But we got 129k defense here. Ouch, that's not great. Maybe I'm just not using him right. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm doing something wrong, but I definitely am not like blown away by this guy. But again, this is not a Dokkan Fest. This isn't a summonable LR. It is just a World Tournament Dokkan Awakening, but it's like I said, the aesthetic of this unit, just the way it looks, like, you know, a unit that has art like he does can definitely find a way on my team. It's just a World Tournament Dokkan Awakening, right? Like, I'm not gonna hold him. He's set to a different bar than the rest of like a normal Awakening or an EZA, right? So let's go ahead and call it there. I think you guys kind of understand what's going on. He is a nice little floater support for time travelers in Future Saga. He's got he greatly raises attack and defense, and he also causes supreme damage to the enemy and lowers attack and defense. So, you know, he definitely has utility. Like an SBR, I think this guy could have a little bit of utility and some fun stuff like that. Not the most impressive thing in the world, but I just got to keep re-emphasizing that, you know, there's not too much to expect from this. And this is at the rainbow level. I'm sure I could upgrade the links a little bit more. Obviously, he's nowhere near finished, but we'll go ahead and maybe knock out some more, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at this guy again. But that's all I got for you in this one. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out when I post Dokkan content like this. Should have a lot more coming down the line for you guys. I'm trying to kind of adapting into a little bit of a creative strategy going forward with just Dokkan in general. So let me know what you guys think of the content going forward. Again, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I'm out.